Hey guys, so the other day I did a Scorn of Asura hard mode, all mission clear carry run where a friend EX3 Sephiroth carries the team, which is a little tricky to do because you need a specific EX3 friend. I wanted to do one of those runs using my own EX3 Sephiroth, but when I pulled for him a second time yesterday, didn't happen. Spent 144k, didn't get EX3. So I decided to make an EX2 run work instead. So we're going to do an EX2 Sephiroth, the solo carry of the fight, and we're only doing it with 5 units because why not? Now, if you want to copy this run, you can definitely and should bring a friend. It will make it, a lot easier. But if you've got like the right units, we can even do it with an EX2 single Sephiroth with a 5-unit team. So the team we're going to use is a Sephiroth. EX2 is using this gear. We've got maxed out Demon and maxed out Human Killer. Don't have his card, unfortunately, so we're not maxed on Undead Killer. But Undead Killer is not as important because Phase 2 is so easy with Sephiroth because he's already stacked by Phase 2. The rest of the team is going to be Dark Fina and Saul, a little bit of Esperphil. They're just here for the Demon Killer buff, and they're going to summon an Esper on Phase 2. Ling is going to be Human Killer, Undead Killer, LB Phil. So we've got a little bit of Esper Phil, and we've got Call of the Wild and Dragon's Brush to start with her LB filled up a little bit so we can do killers on turn 1. We're going to do Venera for giving Mirage to the party, Amplified Dark, Imperil Dark, and she's going to be our breaker. And this is a nice tip Kami Kiro pointed out on the last video, is giving Itachi's TMR to someone that hits the boss on turn 1 can apply disease and make OTK in turn 1 even easier. And then Aerith's Tag Chainer, a little bit Esperphil. So let's go in here and see if my EX2 Sephiroth can carry it with only 5 units. We don't even need the 6th unit. Now this is going to be pretty tight. I got to give you, fair warning. And this is more for like show-off factor than, a guide way to do it. But yeah, so we're going to use Venera to Mirage and Amplify. We're going to break the boss and imperil the boss to Dark. We're going to use Demon Killer with Dark Fina and Saul. Ling is going to triple. We're going to do Magnus, Rallying, and we're going to do Assassin Stance for Human Killer. Sephiroth is going to shift to the LB along with Aerith. And make sure you click Aerith first when they go off. And this should OTK Phase 1. It might be a little bit close. 1.19, it actually wasn't that close. We overkilled by 20% with a single EX2 Sephiroth. Okay. There we go. And then we're going to do the same thing again. So for the all mission clear, we're going to go ahead and use Dark Fina and Saul to summon an Esper. Mission done. We're going to use Ling to triple cast. We're going to do medium stance for Reaper Killer, Dragon Dancer, and Celestial Dance to give Sephiroth his LB back, as well as Aerith. And then Venera is going to go to the base form. We're going to Imperil Dark, Magnus for the better Dark Imperil, and then really whatever, doesn't really matter. Or Magnus for the better defense break, I should say. Sephiroth will LB. And to do an even better chain here, we're going to tag chain with Aerith a little bit, so the chain is even higher when Sephiroth caps it. And there we go. I didn't quite see what Sephiroth did that turn. Something. We'll see in a second. 1.5. Yeah, so we overkilled by 50% on Phase 2. Because Phase 2 is significantly easier because, he's already stacked up. So yeah, there was a EX2 Sephiroth with only 5 units doing the all mission clear on hard mode Asura. Now, of course, if you... if your unit is not as good, you can definitely grab any Sephiroth you want to, let's grab an EX2 Sephiroth. I don't really care which one, James B is fine. As long as our LB is level, this one is, and the shift form is not naked, we're good. So we're going to go ahead and do that again, and we're going to do the exact same thing, and we're just going to show that, if you're not quite cutting it with the clear I just did a minute ago, you can bring a second Sephiroth, and you're going to overkill by dramatic amounts. Okay, so we're going to do the exact same thing. We're just going to Demon Killer with Saul, Ling will triple. We're going to Magnus, Rallying, and Human Killer. Venera is going to Imperil, Break, and Shadow Serpent for the Amplify and Mirage. That's a 4-stack Mirage, by the way, which is how we're able to ignore the thresholds and all that. And then LB, wait for all this to finish. And yeah, so the boss has 1,000,000. Now with a double Sephiroth, we're gonna do so much more than 1,000,000, or 1,000,000,000, I should say. How much did we deal on this phase? Oh, we each Sephiroth did 1,000,000,000 apiece. So yeah, so we overkilled by twice. So if your Sephiroth is not best in slot geared for EX2, you know, grab a friend, and it makes it very, very easy. So again, we'll summon an Esper. Ling will Celestial, Magnus, and Medium. Venera will go to the base, where we will Imperil, Break, and then Who Cares? That fills the Sephiroths, and then Aerith will do a nice tag chain. Wait for all this to finish. And we send Aerith, send the Sephiroth so they can cap a little bit later in the chain, get a nice big boost. So the boss has 1 billion in phase 2 as well. We did, come on, we did 3 billion. We overkilled by triple, almost. So the Aerith is naked. You know, if the Aerith was you know, dressed, she would have done a tiny bit more. We would have actually overkilled by 3 billion. And boom, there we go. 2 EX2 Sephiroths just completely face-stomping Asura, and all you need is a 5-man team. If you have Venera. Venera was kind of the key there for the big Amplify, as well as quad stack Mirage, although you only need 3 stack. Anyway, see you later.